Hello and welcome to Wyckoff Training Academy. This is the second video in this series. So, this is gold. We got all in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. So how to trade based on this level? If you hover your mouse or hover your mouse over this one, it will say this is a support. Look for a spring or a test of a breakdown. So this support was generated from this anchor point. This was the key price level which acted and which had like my calculation put into play, or based on my calculation, this is the key level or key price level wherein there is expectation of price revolving around or giving us an opportunity. So whenever you get a support formation taking place from any respective anchor point, you should hover over hover your mouse over this support label, and you will see either you should look for a spring or a test of a breakdown. So here you can see we had seen and we are observing test of a breakdown taking place. There is volume, this is price and volume, and it is auto set. That means if you are switching from 1 minute to 1 month, you don't have to change the wave size. I'll make a detailed video on what Vice Web was intended for, and what was their like what were the leukemia and where people faced people struggled, and what solution do we have right now with us that we can use this thing, your Vice Web Auto, to facilitate our trading and make consistent earnings. So this would be later on. This part would be covered later on. But red stands for supply, green stands for demand. So as I told you earlier in the previous session, or intro session of this particular uh, new system of version 155, Wyckoff tape reading toolkit version 155. This is effort versus result taking place, and after this bar after this bar, I would have been into a short position. This bar would have been much more if I go with a conservative mindset. This is a much more clearer bar for me, and I would have right like I've been into this trade till this point, I guess. So I exited somewhere here. Now this was my first trade of the day. Again, I got the same opportunity. This is the level, as I said earlier, all the levels, they are made and they are formed based on a criteria wherein there is high probability of price revolving around it or rotating around it and and resolving and heading into one particular direction, either upwards or either downwards. So this was the first trade. Second, we had another support formation at 23077778. This this was a breakdown, as it suggests either you look for a spring or a test of a breakdown. It The beauty of this system is like when a level is printed, it shows you what level and how the level has to be traded. So it reduces your like being a trader. My objective is to make things simpler, straightforward. Everybody can understand. Any person who doesn't have any statistical, mathematical, or any financial background should be able to trade with ease, with just basic understanding of how trades are being played and how market operates. So that's it. So if you hover your mouse over this one, you will see look for a spring situation. Spring is a trade setup. I'll in future if time permits, I'll make a video on spring and uptrend also and test of breakdown. So here we got one opportunity. Market slided downwards. It came back. It tested. There was a no demand or supply kind of a thing. Like if you hover your mouse over this triangle, you will see there is one second. No demand, no supply. So that means the supply was there, but it was a test. So this is an aggressive trade. So if you want, you can sell it over here with managing your trade. And in my course, I strictly uh, give some clear in like clear roadmap for managing your trades. So it is rather being sorry. It is better always better to accumulate less number of points or pips or points instead of being sorry. Again, after that, price came back and then uh, speared, or you can say, came back above the support level. So now here, my modus operandi was to wait for a test, and then if I see formation of no demand or struggle between supply and demand, and a strong demand bar is being printed, like green one, I would have entered. But that didn't happen. Instead of that, price went above the initial selling level where we sold over here. We got another selling opportunity. And here we got a clear indication by way of there is shortening of thrust in terms of bars as well as price exhaustion, volume on the high, and the close of the bar was negative. So this was a very beautiful bar to sell short. So in my later on, in my coming session, I'll explain which bar to be taken into consideration for selling trade, for taking entries. We are very clear with where we enter, and we are very clear with where we exit. So I'm just giving you a fair idea how to use the system. Along with this, you can see demand is getting exhausted as we are approaching this particular level. So this resistance was plotted when price was trading when price was trading on this bar. So there is only one bar delay. This level was plotted. So what happened, like this 15-20 minutes of data, you were able to understand it. And if you hover your mouse over this one, it clearly suggests look for an upthrust or a test of a breakout. So breakout didn't happen, but we had an upthrust, and this upthrust has yielded us, if this was my target, like around 736 points. And if with proper trade management, which this trade eventually gave us an opportunity, we don't get this kind of trade management, like how the way I manage the trade, my trade management trick, uh, it doesn't allow you to sit back for sit back for such a long time and take this much of profit. So my ideal exit would have been over here where I exited somewhere 700 plus points, give or take. And after that, this was my third trade. And then I got an opportunity over here. This is an interesting opportunity. Somebody called as climatic behavior, buying climates, or this thing. because nowadays markets are behaving in a very different manner. So if you are considering a widespread bar with a high spike in volume taking place, though they are normal, but sometimes it is very difficult after getting this kind of a widespread up bar with a ultra high volume or heaviest volume or a tallest volume, whatever you want to name it. You see price movement upwards, price closing back below under this level, and then all of a sudden price continuation happens. So sometimes this is a push by smart money, a composite operator. Sometimes it might be an exhaustion. So to deal with this kind of situations, I came up with this toolkit and this automatic or auto set price volume analysis tool or indicator, you can name it, which helped me in identifying the key turning points. If this is a selling climax, based on though we are not seeing any widespread bar or a huge bar with though this is a cumulative volume. So, but naturally it would be tallest compared to previous volume bars. But having said that, this gives us me an opportunity. Either this spring is valid because again, if you hover your mouse over this one, it will say look for a swing or test of a breakdown. So if a test of a breakdown has to happen after so much pressure or so much supply, then price would have gone this way, and then I would have shorted in this particular point. So having said that, that didn't happen. Even uh, price as price started touching it, the volume started diminishing. That means supply started diminishing. That means we were about to take an upward move, and that is how either this weak bars are good position to initiate your sell, initiate your buy trade, or either this bar is the excellent one which I would have chosen if I would have trading market in this particular session or in this particular time. So I would this would have been my buy, and as soon as I get this resistance plotted, I would exit my trade because I don't want to get into a trade wherein there is a probability the price to go downwards. The reason being said it this one. We have supply and supply on daily and 4 hour bars. So this entire day is of selling. So based on this daily supply and weak supply, though it is weak, but there is supply and a stronger supply on a daily time frame, it gives us an indication, a clear indication that prices will fall fast rather than climbing upwards. That's the reason if you see from the day open, we are seeing lower prices. So this is the beauty of this um, dashboard, you can say, or you can say analysis, uh, higher time frame analysis dashboard, which helps us in identifying which side the wind is going to flow, and just follow the wind, and you will be a consistent winner. So this was gold all in all. In my next video, I would be uploading a video regarding like I would be covering JBP USD and Euro USD. So thanks a lot for watching the video. If you have any questions, and this is officially released from today, version 155, and this is a tool, or this is the entire system in itself. If you're seriously looking out for Wyckoff solution, that to pure Wyckoff, not the things which are like root like who which things evolved from Wyckoff, but you want to get the original content which I had learned from like David and other people's. So still that thing works, and if you stick to the basic, it will work for you. Again, it's your call to take. I don't have any other things to say, but rather Based on my 15 years of experience, which whatever things I have seen in the market, I think this is the best and it is the future of market. And sooner or later, everybody will switch to this kind of analysis because reading the market by its own action by way of understanding which side the composite operator or the smart money are investing on, either buying side or selling side. If you're able to understand this thing, like for example, to end the like on a closing note, this is what I would call as accumulation is all about. That doesn't mean it will skyrocket and it will go 100 and 200 or 500 or 1000 points. But to me, it is an accumulation. This, whatever this selling, it was absorbed at this particular point. Till the time it is not absorbed correct properly, once it's been absorbed, it will go upwards. Or if initially it is absorbing, then if again the distribution starts, then it would be called as a redistribution and prices will sink in. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any query pertaining to these two tools, you can drop me a DM. There is a Telegram channel and a Telegram channel link given below the video. So stay tuned, and I'll be uploading two new JVP USD and Euro USD video. Uh, like within us, after this video, you will be getting those two videos. Or I'll do, I'll combine those two into one so that people might get a fair idea of how to do the analysis and how to find the trades. Thanks a lot for watching this video.